Stupid fuckers. Anyway, let's see how this is going to go this evening. This is my first time streaming with StreamYard. Yay! Because I couldn't get YouTube to load tonight for some stupid reason. I can't show the comments on the stage, but I can show comments to the side, I guess. I don't know. So this is going to be just I guess I could invite one other person up to the stage if anybody wanted to come, but I don't know how to share my referral link. Hey, David CanCan, I'll be damned. Somebody is out there listening. Howdy, buddy. I don't know how to share a link. So if I do that, I have to level up to and get a. I ain't gonna do that either. Okay, so fuck that. So yeah, so I'm not gonna do that either. Anyway, I don't know how to do that. I'm just first time with StreamYard, so we're just kind of feeling our way around this. This all had to do it with a couple other things too. There's private chat, people, notes, style, media assets, banners, and comments, which you came up, so obviously I can read your comment, not a biggie. I don't know if CanCan is up, but if he is up, this is going to be short, so then you can go back there or do a stream surfing thing. Anyway, I wanted to come up, but YouTube wouldn't load on my computer, just being slow. I thought, what the hell? Let's try StreamYard. I got one package from MLZB to open. It rattles, so I know there's something in there anyway. So I'll put the camera down the desk. We'll open it. You know, we could wait until somebody else comes in and chat, other people, but I don't know if anybody's listening. So, the hell, let's just do this. Got to scratch my foot. All right, let's put the keyboard over there. Let's put this down. Camera down, down. Just like that. Then we get our Angry Warrior Tackle Box package opening tool. I just got in from outside because, MLZB, you see, I don't know if the orientation on this camera, if I can orient it left to right, right to left, whatever, but anyway, Sage, OSAGGE. There's an Sage. I say I got one person watching, so that's you, David. Yes, sir. You can tell Jenna, if you've seen her, that I bought some golden presidential dollars in the slabby things today. So Blake is going to get some more coins here shortly, one of these days, because he said he wanted to get all the presidents. So, and then if he gets them and it's not his thing, then you just tell me, and then I won't get that stuff anymore. But or you can give them to the new little hombre when he gets old enough. And like I said, I just got in from outside because we had 4 more deer that the guys got today that we had to skin and hang. So, and Thursday we'll probably start butchering. Damn, that was strong. My gosh. All right. Ooh, got a holiday card in there too. Now we can get rid of that box. All right. Ooh, and it's sealed and everything. A Christmas card. A Christmas card. Look at this. I got a Christmas card. I don't know how I can turn the orientation of the camera around, but it says, Happy holidays and best wishes for a wonderful new year. Merry Christmas, Gary, Michael, Jenny, and Zachary. Very, very thoughtful. Very thoughtful. Thank you much for that. And what do we got here? We got some stuff. So let's get this other package opening tool out. And cut a corner. Cut a corner. And see what we got. Oh my God. Yeah, more shit and then what to do with. All right. Trash. All right. I got 2024 Memorial Weekend chip from the Wounded Warrior Program benefit auction. And then this one is a 2025 Memorial Weekend poker chip from the Wounded Warrior Program benefit auction. Nice, very nice. And then what is this one? This is a 2024 Veterans Day. This is the Veterans Day chip. Nice. There's 3 of the 4 right there. 3 of the 4 right there. And then, of course, look what we got here. New Jenny chip. Engine knocking, ran fine till we got gas. Now she rattles and dry. You put the wrong kind of gas in her? Either that or you got some shit off the bottom of the tank. Water, I mean. Hey, Muscle Shell, thanks, buddy, for stopping in. Tell him I don't have the coins yet. I just bought them today, so they'll be here probably next week. And then I'll have to mail them. But oh, you got the big box today, Jenna? Good. You'll like that. You'll like that. I got a Jenny chip. Look what's on the other side. I didn't know that was on the other side. It says Jenny Sweetheart on the heart. Isn't that cute? I like the chibi though. That's great. I'm going to have to get another chip tower from Dave. Yeah. From Adam J because I think my chip towers are full now. So we'll put her right there. Okay, let's look and see what we got. I know that I bought 2 100 grammers, I'm thinking. Yes. This is number 45. How do I change the orientation on this so you guys can actually read this shit? Yeah, that ain't it. Okay. I copied the link anyway. What is this? Leave studio? No. Settings? Okay, let's try that. What are settings? Visual camera. Mirror my camera. No. Turn that off. Let's go like that. Now let's go back and we'll go like this. Now can you read it? Yeah, you can. Oh, I'm getting good at this. Reckless Metal Studio Bar. Original art. 100 grams. 999 fine silver. 0.45. And this one is the little chicken races. And I got this. I think I got this in the 1 ounce. It was a Father's Day bar, and I got the COA with that. And I forget where I bought that, but it's the Father's Day bar. That's what it was. And it's got nice little hammered edges and everything. That's nice. All right, I like that. And then I think this was a companion bar, and this one's in kind of his factory plastic and a little bubble here. And it's also number 45, as you can see. Oh, come on. There you go. Same thing, 100 grams. But this is a different scene on this one. A different scene altogether. They're out hunting. Gotta come back like this, all right? And that light sucks, all right? Just like that. There we go. All right. I put them, let's see, put them back there, I guess. I don't know. I don't have any stands out here. And then I got this one. That one I really like. Coffin shape. 2.8 ouncer. This is number 30. Oh, there we go. The number 30, 2.8 grammer, or 2.8 ounce, sorry. And it's in a factory, it's in the factory cellophane yet, in the factory plastic. I have, as of the last 3 months, put away a lot of reckless stuff. That 1 ounce had Cornelius the Rooster, and they were playing volleyball just like this one. The exact same scene. The exact same scene. I'll have to go out and find that one now. Oh, I know where it's at, but I'm just going to have to go out and get it. And I got to go out tomorrow and bring 5 gallons of honey in anyway, because I wonder, can I? Yeah, I can. Let's just do this. Yeah, that's as far back as I can get it then. I will go out tomorrow because I have to bring in 5 gallons of honey that I'm melting on the stove out in the butchering room. Bring it in because I got to pour it off into quart jars tomorrow. And I have to push snow tomorrow, and I have to do a bunch of other stuff. I have to text my brother, see if he can come over and help me lift a two-door filing cabinet, and it's a heavy bastard. On top of another one. Here is another reckless. This is another 100 gram. Yeah, but it's a 100 gram bar or a loaf or something. Look how thick this is. Oop, there we go. Turn that so the light doesn't get it very good, but it's another 100 grams. So I got 400 grams of silver. And what is it? Oh, number 9? Was that what that says? Does that say number 9? Sure does. That's not bad. Silver pencil eraser? Yeah, it kind of looks like that, doesn't it? But yeah, that was in the reckless package. So I'm glad to see then that that the actual StreamYard streaming was worth 9 or 600. Let's see. Oh, you son of a bitch. But if I go like this, and it's just, you turn it around like that, then it's number 9. But if we flip it like that, like an American coin, then it's like that. So, God damn it. Now I'm going to be up all night thinking about that. I'm going to say 9. Damn it. Damn it. All right. You got me. I'll go with 9 too. Just to say I have number 9. I wonder if I want to keep this or not. Yeah, I might. I might keep this. I might be able to reuse that. I don't know. I save so much shit. I don't save those boxes because you have to pay for them again, so you might as well get a new one. But I save all the bubble mailers and stuff. And this is a nice padded little pouch, already taped up to be held, so I might as well keep it. And don't forget my card. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? That's very thoughtful. Very thoughtful. I might call it sweet, but it's thoughtful. And I'm going to say that Jenny was the one who's thinking of the cards. I'm just going to say it's Jenny that's doing it. All right, let me put my foot up. God damn. I hate neuropathy of the foot. But it's the foot that I had, or my ankle fused, so that foot's kind of screwed up anyway. But what the hell? It's like walking around on a peg leg, Step, thump, step, thump, step, thump. No, I don't think they probably made 600 plus of them either, but I think he would have a lot larger facility and more employees if he did. 10 kilogram? No shit. 10 kilogram maples? 10,000. Holy crap. Get another one. Get another one. Get another book. 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 Gotta have it. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. Man. That's a lot of silver. Man, it's a lot of silver. I really can't make out what's on that bar. Oh, it's a skull. Okay. I thought it was saying something down there, but it's coin loop. It's the teeth in the skull. It's not saying anything. It says reckless metals up on the forehead and had the horn sticking out of it and the little lightning bolt like things. And so I didn't know what that was. And okay, now I got it. It's a skull. You see? as a skull. Now I see it. Down there where the teeth are, I thought it said something. Now I see. That's a nice little low fill. That's a nice little bar. I like that. I really do. And that's in a little Ziploc, but which other one? This one's in a little Ziploc. That's with them playing the volleyball. And that one's got a little toning on it, but that's not bad. I don't care about that. But these two are still in factory plastic. So that's kind of neat. I have gotten quite a little reckless from MLZB and from Cash Money. My email, all right. And now I got to go to my email. Where's it at? It's right there. And log into it. Okay, Silver Maple book. Holy shit. That's neat. I don't know how I would share it on here, but because I'm a boomer and I'm technologically retarded, I don't know how to do that. Hey, Tarragonsu. Okay, Fervid, I will share it with anybody who wants it. I will share it with them. Not a big deal. Oh, I did take some video, and I have to upload that to YouTube when I get a chance. But, oh, hold up a second. Gallery. No. Let's see if I can. That's video. Oh shit, can't see it, can you? Oh, maybe I can. I don't know. Fuck. This is gonna be crap ass. There's some deer hanging. Yes, I know. I got a cracked screen, so don't yell at me. I'm not gonna get a new one. Let me see here. I can do this without. Nope, the video is not going to take. So, let's see. There you go. There the boy's butchering. That one got shot in half, damn near. Okay, let's go to another one here. Oh, there we are. There's the winch system. Brother Brian there skinning. And over his left shoulder there, over to the left, you see my walk-in cooler. Yeah, that's it right there. Okay. I'll have to upload some of this stuff. Yeah, there. That's what I was originally showing you. And it just shut off on me for some reason. But let's see here. There's a bunch of them. Let's see if I can get that one for you. I have to get that a little bigger. Can't get that a little bigger, I don't think. Trying to get everything in there. There's a bunch of deer hanging there. Pieces and parts. That one that was shot in half. See the front part of the rib cage hanging there? And then there's two quarters hanging there, rear quarters hanging there too. That one got toasted, man. Right in the backbone, right at the weak spot, right ahead of the hips. Damn, it was a bad shot. Ugh. Nasty. Yeah, that was a nasty shot. All right, that's enough deer stuff. When we actually butcher, and I think we're going to start Wednesday or Thursday, we're going to start butchering. I'll do a little video in the butchering room when we're cutting everything, processing. But that's the shed, that's the winch system, that's the cooler, all that. You guys have seen all that shit before. Yeah, Tarragonte, the Museum of the Privy Marks. Man, I'm so jelly. I swear to God, man. Oh, no problem. No problem. No public. Not a problem. Not a problem. Yes, I do, Furbud. Yes, I do. Yes, I do want one. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. What collection would not be complete? I mean, think about it. What collection would not be complete without that book? And I know that I do not have a very extensive collection, but I do have a collection. I'm still missing one large penny, the 1858, the first one. I'm still missing that one. One of these days I'll get one. I only saw one for sale. Durbin had one. Hidden got it for his book, but I don't can. I'm going to try canning this year, probably. Um, I hadn't before, but now I got that. I fixed an oven. It's a nice glass top oven. It had one control that was bad. It was a $160 control, and my wife didn't want to fix it. Wanted to get rid of it. And I said, "Nah, I need one out in the butcher room." So I ordered a part. I fixed it and put it in the butchering room. So now I can can out there. So I'll probably try it this year. Other than that, I make steaks. I grind a lot for hot sticks, bratwurst, and some of the best sticks I had were over at my brother's this last year. Were pineapple honey. Oh God, those were good. Those are real good. And I believe he had. I don't know if he put any pork with them or not. If they were just all deer. Regardless, pineapple honey was just wonderful. So steaks, I don't do a whole lot of just regular burger. I mean, I do. I still have a lot left over from previous years, so that's got to get used up first. Um, I don't have that many bratwursts left, so I'm gonna have some bratwurst made probably, and steaks. I eat a lot of steak. And then the hams in the back, I cut all of that up. No steak off that. I cut that all up for jerky. That all goes into jerky. Cool, cool, cool. There you go, David. No biggie. I wish you guys lived closer. You could join our little group, or you could sit out here in the back. I got woods 400 yards out behind my house, so that's the nephew was out there with his girlfriend Saturday and Sunday. Um, and then the other guys, they wanted to push through it, but we told them no, to leave that for family. And then I have one, two, three, four people that give permission to bow hunt. Two, it's a husband and wife couple. One is a neighbor boy up here, and another one is the son of a guy I used to work with construction and logging. And I used to work for his brother. So all kind of know each other. And those are the guys I get to hunt. But that's it, man. That's all that's here. There's 160 acres here, and there's a little river that runs through here. It's called the Little Cedar River. It starts up in Minnesota, just over the line in Minnesota, about 20 miles up, and it continues to get little tributaries from field tiles and creeks and stuff that feed into that. And it goes all the way down south to Nashville, Iowa, where it feeds into the Big Cedar River down there. The Big Cedar River is over to the west here a few miles, and those two rivers kind of run parallel to each other and then come together down here in Nashville, Iowa. So this river is not very long, and it's not a very big river, but it's considered a river, not a creek. And so that runs right through the middle of this 160 acres. So there's 80 acres of trees and river bottom. There's 40 acres of farmland on one side, and there's 40 acres of farmland on the other side. So the river kind of splits it. Anyway, I get to do what I want. So I don't own it, but I get to do what I want. So hunt it, fish it, trap it, go out and look for mushrooms, go out and look for deer sheds, you know. And a lot of, I got scratched my foot. A lot of guys aren't that fortunate, you know. I've been fortunate most of my life to be able to hunt properties, and it was easier when I was a kid, get permission to hunt. But now it's getting to the point where you either hunt public property or you own it or you don't hunt it. That's just the way it seems that it's going. Yeah, I'd go up to Michigan. It'd take me a little while, but I got to go Minnesota, Wisconsin, up and over. Or do I got to go down? I don't want to go down around Lake Michigan and up, but maybe I'd have to. Either that or take a ferry? I'm not sure. I have to look at a map of Wisconsin and around up north, the northern route. I don't want to go over to Chicago, down and around and up. I've had to make that trip too many times. I don't like that trip. So I used to live in one of the western suburbs of Chicago, over there where SGT Stacking is. He lives in Aurora, and I used to live just north of him, east of him. Aurora, yeah, just east of him. And when I was in the reserves, my reserve unit was in one of the burbs north of Chicago. And I used to work up at Glenview Naval Air Station, which was north of Chicago. So from Bolingbrook, which is southwest of Chicago, I have to drive all the way north central, northeast Chicago. And then sometimes for work, I had to go around and up to what was it? Up in Michigan. Oh, God, I can't remember. But had to go up there for work a couple times and for reserve duty a few times. So, yeah, I worked as a civilian for the Army Reserve. So if work sent me that way, then that's the way I had to go. And I was up there supporting a National Guard exercise, fixing radios. That's what I did. I fixed radios. I maintained night vision devices. I shouldn't say radios, communications equipment, because for 11 years I worked avionics on Huey helicopters mostly, but some OH-58 Kiowas. I think toward the end, before we got deactivated there, and given to the National Guard. We had one UH-60 and one AH-1 Cobra. We had fixed wings, King Air and Queen Airs, but that was subcontracted to Beechcraft, so they had their own facility that they maintained the fixed wing aircraft at. But it was also a National Guard base, or National Guard, Coast Guard, a Coast Guard base, Glenview Naval Air Station. And they had the new French helicopters. Nice helicopter. Nice helicopter. Liked it a lot. Green Bay, yeah, I'd have to look at a map, but Green Bay's a doable deal. They did. They brought the price up. Yeah. I might get one. And I will get one 5-ouncer. I will get one 5-ouncer. If not this month, next month. But I probably shouldn't hold off too long, huh? By next month, it might be 70 an ounce. God only knows. God only knows. You know, I had to answer a question the other day. What do you plan to do if silver hits 60? Nothing. Not a thing. I'm going to clap and say, yay. I may sell some silver. I may sell some silver if it reaches like 65 because the LCS is going to give you money back a spot. They're not going to give you spot because they have to make some money. I understand that. But I want to make $60. So if you got to charge me 64 so that I can get 60, then fine, I guess. If the spot's at 64 and you're going to give me 60, hopefully a little more, but I think that that spread's going to narrow as silver gets higher and more silver comes in and gets sold. More and more silver goes out of private hands. I think that will that'll get smaller. I think. I'm hoping, but I'll sell 2 or 250 ounces probably. I just want to, like I say, dollar cost average on the way up and on the way down, both. So you make money on the way up and you make money on the way down. Those 200 or 250 ounces, that's the silver I bought at $12 and $14 an ounce. The last silver that I bought yesterday or the day before at 54 or 55 won't get sold until it reaches 100. So, it's all about that dollar cost averaging, up and down. So, if silver went down, say $20 an ounce tomorrow, would I sell? Oh, fuck, definitely not. Definitely not. That'd be the time to buy. I have a goal of a monster box of maples, and I'm almost there. Almost. I think I need a tube and a half yet. I think a tube and a half. Ooh, rolls of silver quarters. That'd be quite a bit. How much would that take? 500 times 4, 2,000 quarters. Or 20, let me see. 4 quarters in $1. 4 times 500. Be 2,000 quarters, right? That's quite a little. If I have 200 quarters, I'd be surprised. I'll bet I don't even have 100 quarters. I'll bet I got more dimes than quarters. Yeah. Be 2,000. That's a noteworthy goal. That's a noteworthy goal. I would like to see that 2,000 quarters all in. Jesus Christ. That'd be a big bunch of quarters. I had a goal of filling one of those little tubes that, you put dimes in, of filling that with 10th ounce maple leaves, gold maple leaves, but that ain't going to happen. Maybe I'll fill it with 10th ounce. No, I don't think so. I don't think it'll happen. And I don't know how many ounces that would be. Be like maybe 3.5 ounces, something like that. But see, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, you might be able to get 30 in there. I don't know. Oh, I got enough for a roll. I can guarantee that, but so you're the roll hunting? Well, you can always frequent the auctions and see. I don't know how many. I sold 25 gold AGEs, 10th ounce AGEs, and the tube wasn't even half full yet. So I had a bill I had to sell. I wasn't going to sell silver. I was going to sell the gold. So I did. And I've been putting it back little bit by little bit. It wasn't a week after I sold that I bought 4 grams back. And then since then, I've bought another 5 grams. So whatever. Maybe I didn't need to, but I did. You're 48? Yeah, you got lots of time. I'm 69 and a half. I ain't got a lot of time. I figure at most, 70, 85, I figure at most I have 15 years yet. So I could probably do it too. Because really, what am I collecting this shit for? My girls are going to get it all. I specified that in the will. My girls get all of the metal, all of the coins, everything that has to do with the coins, all of the things in that cabinet back there, and the other cabinets like it, and the accessories and everything that's associated with that stuff. That's all the girls' stuff. So, and I got 3 girls, so divide everything by 3. Yeah, capital gains here. The level is so high. I don't think that it would make a difference to me. However, because my 401k is in a physical precious metals IRA, that is going to get hit hard. Because I'm going to have to pay income tax on that. And that's going to hit hard. Now, leaving it to the girls, they have an 8-year or a 10-year certain that they can draw their third over a period of 8 or 10 years, which lowers their tax liability a lot. So, oh, I'm sorry, Jenna. Son of a bitch. I got caught. All right, I should have said I have 4 blood daughters, not adopted daughters, because I actually have 2 adopted daughters. The other adopted daughter is about your age, I think. About your age. But she's married. She has 2 kids, and they are, yeah, about not quite as old as Blake, but 12, I think, maybe 11, 12, somewhere in there. She's a sergeant first class in the Iowa National Guard in the 144th Transportation Unit over here in Mason City, Iowa. And she's a counselor. Where does she work? Can't remember where she works. And her husband is a geek, a tech geek. But yeah, I hired her for 2 summers to work with me cutting and hauling wood, oak trees. They were logging off a pasture down here. And the lady that owned the pasture said I could have all of the oak, all of it. They took the logs. I got to take out all the tops. You know how much firewood I had? I had years and years and years worth of firewood. And some of that stuff was so hefty. Me and her had to roll it up a ramp to get it on my trailer. That's how big some of these pieces were. Better talk to David about that. All right. Oh, I didn't forget about it. Why do you women always got to do that? Get on my ass about stuff. I didn't forget about it. I didn't forget. I was just talking about who inherits what. Yes, I better talk to David about that. David, this is me looking at you. David, wife that girl up. Can she cook? You know she can have babies. Can she clean? Does she give you a little piece? If she gives you a little piece, you may have a keeper. Affirmative. You see that, Jenna? You see what Fervent said? Yeah, maybe. I thought we were done at 2, and I talked my wife into having a third. I wanted to try for a boy, and that didn't work out. And then I knew that I was done. Plead the fifth on some of the questions. Well, I tell you, it's not all fucking wine and roses. You know, there's a saying that we got out on our bulletin board out there. It's really tough to love someone even on days when you don't even really like them. So, oh, John. Smoke detector ain't a timer. Jenna, do you burn water? When you boil water, do you burn it? I could cook better than that, but I've had to take care of myself too. So, I mean, I could go out to the refrigerator and get those steaks. I got deer steak in the refrigerator. I had deer steak last night and fried potatoes and green beans that my wife made. And my wife is not a chef by any means, but she can cook. So, yeah. One thing, one time. And that son of a bitch won't let me live it down. Yeah, that's right. Ah, God, I love it. As a matter of fact, hold up a second. Let me get that little. There, this is hanging on our board in the kitchen. Let's see if you guys can read that. There you go. And believe me, there are days. There are. And there are more of those than you would like to think. But oh, God, that's funny. Oh, my God. You two are so funny. Man, that was good. That was good. No, I went to Durbin's auction a day before I went outside, before the guys came with a deer. And I bought a couple things. I'm going to try and fill my second book with Canadian pennies. And I have my list of what I needed. And he had one that I wanted, but he's selling two together. So now I got an extra one of the 1900s, which I don't need. I needed a 1902. And they had four, I think it was presidential dollars and some other coins that were in those cases, you know, the plastic that the mint puts out. They were golden presidential dollars. And I know, Jenny, you said that when Blake got those first president coins, he wanted to collect them all. So, hey, I bought some more. So I'll be sending another box one of these days. And I don't know what else he might like. I really don't know. I haven't been around a 13-year-old boy for a long time. Yeah, there's that, Fervin. There's that. Yeah, he could have. Yeah, he could have. I would just what I would call that, Jenna, then is a promise ring. That's what I would call that. Yeah, Tarragon. So when we started out and we didn't have any kids, we had separate bank accounts, separate savings accounts, separate everything. And we split the household bills right down the middle. And then when we had kids and my wife stayed home, which was the deal, until the kids were in school full time. All the finances were melded together, and she took care of them as part of her duties at home. Okay. When the kids were here, that's the way it was. When the kids grew up and left, everything went back to being separate again. As far as bank accounts go, we still split the bills. She pays those, I pay these. We agree on that. Then whatever's left over, you see what I buy, right? Yeah. All right. You see what I buy, right? Those are my two big things: metal, metal, metal and wood, and metal and plastic, and brass and lead, and repair parts and reloading and that stuff. And I tried to, hey, Block, what's up, buddy? Oh, you missed some funny shit. Oh, you missed some funny stuff. But because I snore so bad, and I toss and I turn all night, I can't sleep flat on my back. Can't do it. I have to sleep on my left side or my right side. And that's because of shoulders. They're bad. I can show you this shoulder if you wanted to see it. There, how's that? I can't sleep on that side very long. Anyway, so I got to toss and turn all the time. And my wife had enough of that, and she said, separate bedrooms. I agreed to that. That's a good idea. So that's just the only thing holding that bone in there is just tendon, and not even tendon really. It's just there's no muscle hold. I mean, really, nothing there holding it. The socket, I mean, the arm pops out of the socket. I think it's popped out 3 times in the last 50 years. And I've had to rotate it around and get it back in the socket, and then it hurts for a little while. So I got torn rotator cuff. I've never had it fixed, but I'm not going to either. So if I were to hold my arm, yeah. And see, I like to sleep in later in the morning till 8:30, 9. My wife has to get up at 4:30 to go to work because she still works, and will for probably until she's 70, or until she can draw her full Social Security. And because I snore and I'm up late doing this a lot, we have to have separate rooms. Even in this room right here, where that gun case is, on the other side of that wall is her bedroom. So if I even talk too loud, she can hear it. Very light sleeper. So that's the way that is. And I know I'm too loud or been on too long when she comes out and stands in that fucking doorway with her hands on her hips. Then I know. What do you got to steal on? Yeah, try and get me in trouble. Just try. What'd you get a steal on? Show me what you got, or tell me what you got a steal on. Otherwise, I'm not going to show you what I got. I got it laying right here. You missed that. I'll go through it again if you want, but not until you tell me what you got. Yeah, that's right. That's a spit bottle. Right there. Metal what? Come on. Speak up. Tell me. Otherwise, I'm not going to show you this. Or these. Or this. Or this. Or that. It's round. That's much better. Much better, Block. Expand. Expound. Describe. Does it glow? Knowing Block probably does. I'm guessing it does. Oh, Jenna, did you see my posts about the cigars that I got with the new boxes? I'm just trying to get him to talk to us. Just to talk to us. Got the whole set below now. Which coin did you sell me? And are you talking to me? Or are you talking to Fervid? Or are you talking to Tarragonsu? Fervid or Tarragonsu? I hate to tell you, Block, but I got all of this reckless. There are 1, 2, 3, 400 grams below spot. So I did all right with that. And then I bought 9.5 ounces on Mama T's or Big T's auction last Sunday, last week. Another 9.5 ounces under spot. So I don't know what people were thinking, but they didn't want to spend the money or what. But yeah, I'll buy it. I don't care what it is. If it's silver, it's 1 ounce or 100 grams or whatever, and it's below spot, I'm going to buy it. I don't care what it is. See, feeding the baby, so we know what's going on there. Yours glow and have a fancy box, so it's the what is it? Northern Lights. I don't know. Do I have any glow in the dark? I might have one. Yeah, Black. She's got a baby hanging on her chest, for Christ's sake. She needs a break. Oh, maybe it's a bottle. Sorry. That's right, because you pump and mix. Yes, I got you. Yep, 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 yep. But you see what I got, Block. Look what I got. I got a Jenny chibi. A Jenny sweetheart chibi. Huh. Looks like I might have a little deer blood on my fingers yet. Is that deer blood? Let me see. Yep, a little deer blood there yet. You can tell because it tastes different. Yeah, a little bit of deer blood. Not all the way up to there, bud. My nose ain't that big. Yay, David. That's what a good dad does. And I don't care what anybody tells you, but boys need a dad. Moms are fine and all, but they need a dad. So, yeah. Now, if those were girl babies, it'd be a little different. Be somewhat different, but because they're boys. All I'm doing is mimicking what my cat down in the shed does. So I have a cat, right? And I'm a dog person. Really am a dog person. Never did like cats. Not much. Cats are farm animals. That's what they are. Until I was out in my shop one winter day. It was snow on the ground. It was cold. I had the door cracked open a little bit because I was grinding on something in there or whatever, and just letting smoke and dust out. And this cat walked into my fucking shop like she owned it. A little year and a half old tortoiseshell calico, but she is a true calico. She has white underneath on her legs and belly, but the back looks all tortoiseshell. And she just walked in, and I started talking to her, and she came over, rubbed against. What the fuck? Where did you come from? Especially out here in the middle of the winter, and I'm at least a quarter mile away from my nearest neighbor. And I had a pork liver in my refrigerator freezer out there. I had a pork liver from Butcher and a Pork that I was going to use for weasel bait because I trap weasels. And I put it on the floor and let her eat it. And she ate that whole liver in 3 days. That's how hungry she was. So she stayed till spring, and I let her out every day, and got a box down there for her. I got her bowls down there, a water dish, a bed. And so she was raised in my shop all winter. So in the spring, then I would let her out. And if she wanted to stay out, she could stay out. But if she wanted to come back in at night, she could come back in. And she just stayed. She just stayed. And then my dog, because he was a terrier, and his little instinct is to kill furry little things, he got along with her to the point where they were actually playing together until he got killed by the mailman. Now, all I have is my cat. And I'm pretty protective of my cat now. I mean, she doesn't like most people, but she does like some. And with all this ruckus around here, pickups coming in and out, and people hanging deer and skinning deer and whatever, she runs out and she goes out in my woodshed way out back here, and she stays in there. Well, tonight she came back in the shop after 2 days of being out all night, and it's been cold, dude. It's been 6, 8 below at night. and she's so fat that I fed her. She has to be outside and shiver and lose some weight. Anyway, back to my original story. When she came in that spring, I took her. No, she got pregnant because she had been 2 years old in the spring. She got pregnant. I took her to the vet. I had her checked over. I was going to do that anyway. Yeah, she's pregnant. I said, don't want them. No more kittens. Don't. No. So we got rid of the kittens. I got her fixed. I got her all her shots. Had her all checked over. Everything's fine with her. And that was, fuck, going on 8 years ago. And she's my cat. And when my other daughter's pit bull comes, my other daughter's pit bull is a cat killing machine, which is what they were bred to do. Terriers are bred to kill little furry things, and pit bulls were bred to fight bears and bulls, to bull and bear bait. That's what they were bred for. And now they kill furry little things. And I did have a couple of farm cats at one time, but the pit bull got a hold of them and killed them. And so now I'm pretty protective when the pit bull comes. I keep that cat locked up, or the cat goes and hides because she knows better. Now, the pit bull and the cat have gotten together, and the cat is not afraid of dogs. So I don't know where somebody dumped that cat. Had to have been raised around dogs. Anyway, that dog got the cat down in my shop and was snuffling on her fur and snuffling on her belly, and the cat had enough, got up and wanted to move. That's when the dog went after, and I had a hold of the collar at the time. And so the cat moved away, and I had to tell the dog, settle down, she's okay. I won't trust them together. Let's put it that way. And I'm very protective of that cat. So now my middle daughter's dog, that little terrier with the pointed ears you've seen on video and pictures, that one is afraid of the cat. That little fucking dog is afraid of the cat. And terriers should be little fur getters, but she's not. She's just a little fucking sweetheart. So, I gotta go back up here to see what block. It's not a one. Yeah. Somebody, Terragonsu or Block, somebody tell me what the fuck you're talking about. What are you talking about? Because if I don't have them, I need them. And I should probably get them. But no, I gotta have an animal around here. I'm ready for another dog. I should get another dog. I really don't want to raise a pup though. I don't want to have to train it, put up with pee and poop on my carpets and rugs. Even with pee pads, it would be easier get it in the springtime and train it through the summer if I got a pup, but I don't want a pup. I want a dog that's already house trained, 2, 3 years old, from a shelter, because too many dogs in the shelters. So you have one of what? Why do I? Oh, there we go. Well, I can afford them. If you can get them for me, I can afford them. If you could send them to me without having to incur too much shipping cost, that would be the big thing right there. That would be the big thing. What do you mean, sure, sure? I'm one of your loyal customers. Black. Come now. You know that. You know that. I don't know. What do I got to do? What do I got to do? I should actually put on my good glasses, but so I can actually see something. Oh God, that's so much better. I just wear those for outside work. That's my old pair. You can kind of tell I've had to repair them. And that glass is really bad looking. But, hey, you know. No, just getting Christmas presents around and everything. And, you know, I gave people coins, Durbin bells, my daughters and my wife, and they don't appreciate the Durbin bells like I do. And coins, silver and gold doesn't mean a whole lot to them. So this year they're getting a check. This year they're getting gift cards. This year they're getting things that they can use every day. Scratch off lottery tickets for stocking stuffers, that kind of stuff. I'm not going to, I think, well, I do have a few other stocking stuffers. Hold on a second. I do have a few. My youngest daughter likes music. She likes my kind of music. And so I got her a Robert Cray's last album. And if you guys have never listened to Robert Cray Band, I listened to Robert Cray Band since the 70s. And I finally got to see him 10 feet away from the man. He can still play and sing like a young guy. Anyway, so she's getting that. That's my youngest. And she's also getting this coin right here. If it will focus for me. Oh, upside down. Of course it would be. It's a Sturgis 2000. And I think that's when she went out. I'm not sure. But she rides a Harley and rides with other people. And so she's getting that. And then my oldest, because she's a cat lady, she's going to get this. She's going to get that. She's going to get this because that's one of her idols right there. One of her idols. She's getting that cat. And then because she is so proud of her Irish heritage, that would be on my wife's side, that I need to go to eBay and get a one of these coins. Now, this is my set. And it's as old as, come on there, you. It's as old as you can get. And this has all the animals, the horse, the fish, the bull, the hare, the dog, the prairie chicken. It looks like a pig, and I don't know what the hell that last one is there. It's a bird of some kind with a long bill. But see, this is so old that when you turn it over, see the glue has come off, it's separated. But on the back of these are all those harps, right? And she is so proud of her Irish heritage that she got one of these tattooed on her wrist. And she said, yeah, I'd like something like that. So I'm going to get her one of these, but I want to get one that had a cat on. They don't make one with a cat. So I have to figure out which one I'm going to get her. And I think I'll get this one, the one with the horse on it. And then she'll have her harp right there. Now, the middle one is going to be tough because I got to find a dog coin, one silver coin, a dog coin. And then I have yet to figure out what other little stocking stuffer I'm going to get that girl. Because she's not a motorcycle rider. She is a dog person, so I need the dog coin. But no, wolf, I don't know if there is a wolf in here. So it's got to have the harp on it, and Irish coins are only made with the certain animals on. So a wolf would be great, but it doesn't have the harp on, and it's got to have the harp on. So it's got to be an Irish coin, and you can get them on eBay for like $4 or $5. Not a big deal. They're not silver or anything. So the middle daughter is going to get a silver ounce with a dog on it. But then I don't know what else to get her because she doesn't ride motorcycles, and she's a big gal, tall and large, not exceedingly or anything like that, but bigger than me. And I think she's taller than I am too. She's got to be 6'1", something like that. Anyway, she's a do-it-yourselfer, home. I mean, that's the daughter we've been hauling dirt down to all summer long. She's redone her entire basement. I mean, she's just about redone that whole house except for tearing out the walls between bedrooms, you know. So she's got a fucking ride lawnmower that she doesn't really need. She could use a push mower, and she's got that because I gave her one of them. She bought the rider. They showed her how to actually change tires, take them off the rim and change tires without having somebody else do it. What else did we do to that thing? We changed oil and whatever. And she's got her little garden that she's planting and getting vegetables off of. She goes to the gym, and she's a kickboxer. Every week, 2 or 3 times a week, she goes to the gym. She kicks a big bag. For a big girl, she can get that foot up there, let me tell you. And we've discussed certain self-defense techniques. So I don't really know what to get her aside from tools And tools, generally, she can borrow from me and not have to purchase herself. So I'm not real sure, man. Eskimo dog coin. Yeah, if I could find one that looks like her dog, that'd be great. Yes, and I have bought the dog coins from Block. I have. Let's see. And see, I gotta be able to show that. Can't do that. So there you go. I mean, that's the second one. I gotta look at that one. You're not talking about the cat coin. You're talking about the harp coins, right? That was, that's a horse. Which second one, Fervid? Because we had gone on from this one. We had gone on from this one. That was the, if you're talking about this, that's the one with the fish on it, the jumping fish. And then the bull, I've seen that one quite a little. The rabbit, I've seen the rabbit one quite a little. The dog I've seen. This one right here is a little bit rare. The pig, I haven't seen much of that one. And this whippoorwill, I think it's a whippoorwill. If you look at it, it's got a long beak. Come on. There you go. It's got a long beak. You see that? It looks like a whippoorwill or a tern or something like that. Or there are birds with long bills like that. I don't know which one. But yeah, this is an old set. Let me see. What year are these from anyway? 53, 52, 53, 51, 51, 51, 52, 1950, and 1949. Got one in there from the 40s. All the rest are 50, 51, 52, and 53s. So that's an old set, and I'm glad I got that. And they're going to inherit those, and my daughters will probably get them anyway. So maybe I should just give them to them now. I don't know. I'll probably do Kate this one along with that goddamn cat coin. Why not? Fuck it. But the middle one, I got to find a dog coin. Okay, great. I can find a dog coin. I'm pretty sure I can find one. But I need something else for her, and I'm not sure what I want to give her or what she would like or what she would appreciate. I'm sure if I got her dog, and the dog's got plenty of clothes and toys, but if I got the dog something, she'd appreciate that. But really, I need something else, and I'm at a loss. I really am. Big mosquito? No, it's not a mosquito. It's like a snipe or a woodcock. I'm thinking a woodcock, but hi, Lisa. How are you guys? That's assuming someone else. Never mind. So we got that going on. And we're going to start butchering deer, I believe, probably Wednesday. Starting Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. And my nephew Dustin, he shot a buck down here with his girlfriend Sarah. He wants to help do his own deer. Of course you do. And he said, well, I'll call you later in the week. I said, okay, we'll we're going to start probably Wednesday or Thursday butchering deer, cutting them up. And then people will come and see, we'll part them all out. We'll part them all out. Be me, my brother Brian, and my brother Phil. We'll sit there during the week and we'll just cut carcasses apart. And then people come in and then they bone it and cut it into steaks or whatever. And everything gets weighed, total weight. You know, we got 200 pounds of hamburger. Well, how many licenses were there? That gets divided evenly. Steak the same way. Back strap the same way. So everything gets divided up evenly according to the number of licenses you have. And you can get more than one license. I could get a statewide any tag or a statewide tag. I could get a 3 landowner tags. I can get they probably have more tags this year, statewide tags. From People Bay, I don't know if I can click on it. Let me see what it says here. This is the first time I've used StreamYard, so I don't know. Oh, can't do that. What is this? I don't know. How do I do that? See, I can put it on a screen, but how do I go to that? How do I go to that web from here? So I can do that on YouTube, but I can't do it here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Tell me how to do this. See, and then I can hide it again. See, I can do that. I've got that mastered anyway. Let's see. What does that do? That doesn't do shit. That just sounds stage stuff. See, I can do this. No, I can't do that either. That chat overlay. So I can show the chat on the screen, but I'll do that. No, don't do that. What is this? Don't know. I really don't know. That's really strange. And this thing doesn't have a timer on it either. So you got to watch down in the corner of your screen. Keep track of your own time. See, YouTube gives you a timer up on top. Tell how long you've been on. Oh, hold up. It is up there on the screen. Never mind. Never mind. It's up there. Okay, I'm stupid. And we lost a viewer. Oh my God, we lost a viewer. Well, after I actually leave the studio, then maybe I can go and do that. But see, right now, if I put my cursor over top of that comment, what comes up, it says show, and I can add it. So I hit it like that. When it comes up on the screen, you can't do nothing. Or I can do that. But then I want to escape from that. So I go back to that. I can do that. Now, can I actually... No, see, I can't do that. So it's just goofy. I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet. But if I do that, let me see if I star it. Let's star it. And then hide it again. Then maybe I can go back to it and click on that comment after I quit streaming and go there. That might be the way to do it. I don't know. Hey, this I said it at the beginning. I did. I said this at the beginning. Come on, quit being a dick. I said this at the beginning. This is my first time using StreamYard. And we sure are going to learn some stuff tonight. It's even in my title. What could possibly go wrong? If you would, that would be real nice, Block. But YouTube chat, I'm not on YouTube. I'm on StreamYard. Do I have to go to YouTube to do this? All right. And see, YouTube is having trouble loading. Hold up a second. I'll get there. All right. I'm right there. All right. Now I see what you got. I see what you got. Oh, I'd like to see some more of that, though. Those 4 coins. And that case is nice. That one is real nice. Fine, silver, 4 coin, deluxe case. 300 Canadian. Not bad. That's not bad. Okay, let me go back here. All right, very good. No, that's not it. Right there, that's it. Okay, I have all of that up now. Now I see. Well, you didn't email it for nothing. You have my undying appreciation. No, I didn't do that because I click buttons. I don't know what they do. I don't do that. I know some do, but come on, you fucker. Upside fucking down. This is the one I like. I like this one a lot. I like that one a lot. Plus my chibi. And I got these 3 from the Wounded Warrior. 2 from 24. Yeah, 2 from 24 and 1 from 25. So I got 2 from 24 and the 1 from 25. I have all 4 of these. I have them up there on the chip tower. So these are 3 extra. and Jenna might get these with her other coin or those other coins for Blake. This one I'm keeping. I don't have one of those. So Jenna, would you like? Oh shit! New comments. Jenna, would you like those three? Two from 24 and one from 25. You can't click a link from inside the StreamYard. You have to highlight the link, copy it, and then paste it to your browser. Well, instead of doing that, what I did was YouTube, because it loaded, went to my channel, went on live, and because it shows me streaming there, and went to the chat and clicked on it in the chat there, and boom, it popped up. So I guess there are different ways to do that. Yeah, I copy it and then paste it, but just simpler for me to go the other way and do that. So anyway, yeah. You know, one thing where I haven't been lately, I haven't been on Bait the Hook stream. I should need to go over there and see what him and Jessica are up to, and see if Jessica's got any new sun catchers for me. You see, there's move my head. There's two of the honeybees right up there. There's one there, and there's one there. And then I bought a couple more and had one sent to Meg and had one sent to Gremlin, I think. That's one thing I haven't seen Gremlin up on the streams lately. I don't know what's up with her, man. I thought her and Swags had split, gone their own ways, but then there was a post on Facebook where it showed them together, and I looked, and it's not a memory picture, so I don't know what the deal is. Or you mean I complained? Well, I complained that YouTube was being an asshole tonight, but that's why I was doing StreamYard, because YouTube wouldn't load on my computer anyway. So I don't know. Man, I got an itchy foot. Itchy foot tonight. Itchy foot. I don't know, man. And then when I went and it loaded this time. It gave me a little swirly thing for a few seconds there, but then it loaded. So, well, I'm starting to get a little pissed with YouTube because all of the video selection on my feed, and I subscribe to a fucking pile of people, and it comes up on my feed, and everything is AI generated. You have these pictures that are supposed to be not entertaining, but provocative. You got children yelling like this and other people. It's just the AI shit is too much. It's too much. So I don't know, and it's giving me shit. It's stuff I don't really. So YouTube is starting to get a Facebook, in my opinion. Or- And the thing is, I'm not looking to buy shit every day either. I go to um, Durbin's and CanCan and blocks when block was auctioning. Mama teas, big teas, sometimes cash money, or sometimes gold sniping farmer. But I don't go to a lot of other auctions because I'm taking up enough time in my day just doing those. And I got other shit to do outside too, and now it's deer season, So we got all that going on. Plus, I got to push snow. It's winter time. And put wood in the fucking fire, and I burned off. See what was on this one. I burned off a lot of this hair today. I had to brush it out, sticking my face in that furnace. And well, keep your face out of the furnace. Well, the thing is, you got to put logs way in the back, and it's such a big furnace that you stick your fucking head in there. And if you leave the door open long enough, the fire catches, and so you get a fire in there, and you put logs back in there, and you get burned. You don't even know. You don't even know you're getting burned. Yeah, it's a little hot on your face, but uh, your hair. I'm probably sure I did, Lisa, but you know what? I've only been on coin ops auction a time, and I couldn't get there tonight because fucking YouTube won't load. So I'm sure I missed more Canadian coins than I would really like to, but you know, can't buy them, I guess. Oh, I would like to, but we had quite a few Canadian large pennies today, and there was only one that I needed. I am working on a second, so I have some that I need there because I had extra, so I might as well fill another book. So now I'm looking for, but he only had one out of the five or six that I needed, and uh, the one that I needed, he was selling another one, 1900 and 1902, and I didn't need a 1900, I just needed the 1902. So I can gift it to somebody, or I can give it away, or I can sell it, or whatever. You know, I'm not going to stress out about missing coins. I I can only do what I can do. That's it, man. I can only do what I can do. There's a whole life out there away from here. And being damn near 70, another 6 months. Being damn near 70, retired. I've been retired since fucking 13 years now. Uh, that's from my civilian job. I've been retired from the military since 1995. What is that, 95, 2005, 15, 25. Oh, gods. Anyway, yeah, I want to think about. I got other stuff to do. Even retired from all that stuff all that time, I still got other shit that I have to do, man. I should have pushed snow today, but because of Durbin's auction, he did not push snow today, and it was blowing anyway and making drifts, so there's no sense pushing snow. I'm gonna fill it right back in. So, all right, tomorrow I'll do that. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I'll push the snow, get that done. Wednesday, Thursday, start butchering deer, so we're going to be doing that for all weekend long. And then get everybody then takes their meat and they go home. Guess what happens after that? The butchering room is in my shed. So who's going to be cleaning? Me. I'll be the one cleaning everything and disinfecting, and if something breaks and fixing. And so yeah, there's other stuff to do. There's other stuff to do. So what I imagine, what I will do is I have to look. Oh, I have to look for some coins for Kiwi. Does anybody and Kiwi Benjis? So I have a list of Benjis that I need to try and look for, see if I have or if I can find here for him. A 56p, a 50p, 55 something, I don't know what. He didn't know what. A 53p, a 51s, 1D, and a 50D. Those are the ones I got to look for. Oh shit! And I got to go up to Gordy's tomorrow. Gordy's is a implement dealer, but they also fix stuff, and they got a mine is a great welder, and I took some stuff up there to get welded. I have a electric motor I want to shaft added to. Good electric motor, just a short shaft. I needed another shaft welded to it. Uh, um, I have a knife. I dropped it on the ground. I broke it. It's a beautiful knife. I need that welded, finished off. And I have a piece from an old hand crank drill press that needed to be welded, and it's cast iron. I don't weld cast iron, but he does. Cast iron's got to be heated, nice and hot, red hot, and then you can buy special arc welding rods, but I don't want to screw up that piece of equipment because that's an old antique. But mostly dimes. I wonder. Have to let me know what you're looking for, Lisa, because I got a bunch of dimes. Or are you looking for Mercs or are you looking for, I guess? I have both of those. I don't think I have anything cooler than Mercs. I have more Rosies than anything. Yeah, and then my large pennies, the ones that I need, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 22. I have the rest of them. I need 22 of them. So whatever. And then whatever other. I like older Canadian stuff more so than the newer stuff. When it comes to the 1 ounce silver stuff, I like that. But when it comes to the modern currency, not so much. You know what I mean? Silver commemorative dimes are very, yeah, collect those all day long. I got a dime book I started. What is my oldest one here? Oh, I got a list of dimes I'm missing, but let's see here. What is my oldest dime? My oldest one's in 1882. That's my oldest one. I've got eight. 1980 is the oldest one. Yep, 1980 is the oldest one. I've got some. I don't have a whole lot. But yeah, I like dimes too. And then I got this bag of extras I got to put in there. Got to go in the book. But And I'm doing the same thing with quarters. I got a couple of quarter books that I got to work on. But I would like to start with the older stuff first, the stuff that I can't find. I would like to get the older stuff done first, but I guess 1880 block, 1880 is my lowest one. 181880. So Jenna's getting these. I suppose I should put them in a bag before I lose them. Oh, I'll do that when I'm done. But no, I really like this Reckless piece. And it's a 2.8 ounce. So, and it's number 30. But I do like that shape. I like that coffin shape. I like that design. I think he did an exceptionally good job with that one. And that's a number. I like that one. All these that I got, I like that one the best. So let me see. 2.8. Hold up. I think I lied to you. I quit it. Uh, 2.8 times 31.1 equal 87 grams. So 1, 2, 3, 387 grams. Sorry, not 400. I screwed up. But it's normal for me screwing up. Oh, I'm done there. Oh, Jesus. Now I'm getting shit on my phone. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, somebody give me this. Looks like a skipper. Uh-huh. No, actually, if you guys go to MLZB and Trader Amigos, Cash Money, Jenny, you go to their streams. A lot of times, just out of nowhere, will bin bin a record piece. Cash Money MLZB, or Jenny will bin something. And a lot of times, you can actually get silver below spot or at spot. So that's where all of this came from MLEB. I got 200 grams from Cash Money, um, 200-gram pieces, different nights, for under spot. So at times, yeah, it's like Lisa said, sometimes you just got to be there. But unfortunately, I couldn't be a coin op anyway. And we were out hanging deer anyway, so you got to hang them, got to skin them. We're already cutting legs off, cutting heads off, so all that stuff. I got to roll up hides because I get all the hides. The hides are mine. That's what I get for them using my shed. And if I get 6, 7 bucks a piece and get 15, 12, 15 hides, I'm happy with it. I pay anyway, and pee because that's the heat. But I don't know, man. It's just this is a big time of year. Starting at first of November, when the first weekend in November trap starts till the after second shock The second shotgun season will be after this one. There's a week separation, half a week separation. And I don't think any of our guys hunt second season, but there's a friend of mine that does, and he might be bringing deer over. So anyway, well, I understand why it's risky to send to Canada if you uh, trade and everything and insure it. I mean, yeah, you won't get the piece, but you'll at least get the monetary equivalent. I, I don't know, man. This mailing thing or a tariff thing is going to have to get straightened out, and it probably will, but it might take a couple, 2, 3 years for it to do that. But I don't know. We'll see how it works out. Any more big news on the prairie states in Canada seceding yet? And do you think? What do you think? Are they going to form their own little country within a country, or let's say the Pacific side joins the prairie states? Because let's face it, the west side of the mountains are pretty fucking liberal, just like uh, Oregon, California, all up and down that coast. It's fucking liberal. On the east side of the mountains in the prairie states or in prairie provinces, they seem to be pretty goddamn conservative and pissed off at Ontario and what's the other one? Are taking all their money. They're pissed off that they have to support the rest of Canada. So I can see them seceding, but if they do, then the transportation corridor to the western part of Canada will be cut off basically, or tariff. Anyway, I don't know how that's going to work. If the western part comes with the the prairie provinces and forms their separate little country, I think everything to the east of there, all the way out to the maritime provinces, they're just going to starve to death economically. I don't know. Is it us, our postal system that's fucked up, or is it the Canadian postal system that's fucked up? Yeah, for that would. I talked to a girl that came down here for a Bachman Turner Overdrive concert. Um, she rode her bike all the way from northern Alberta down. It's like a 3-day trip for her. Rode her Harley down here, stayed at the hotel, saw the concert. I and her were at the front, at the stage, uh, so we could get a good look. Randy Bachman, maybe get a guitar pick. I think I did get a guitar pick from Randy Bachman, as a matter of fact. Um, and I got to talk to her before and after the concert. Actually, she had to use my cell phone because she didn't have coverage on me to call for her ride. And um, it was like talking to somebody from across the section over here. So Minnesota has not got their shit together yet. Minnesota is in the middle of getting their shit handed to them. And I don't know how far up the chain of command uh, this stuff is going to go. I see a lot of politicians in Minnesota resigning, if not getting indicted, one or the other. I see that happen. Their political careers will be ruined now that the federal government's involved as visually and vocally as they have been. When you get the Department of Justice, the FBI, and the IRS, and that Homeland Security, and immigration enforcement, all involved in that network, and they're just now discovering tentacles that go everywhere. I'm thinking Minnesota, most politicians up there are going to be um, either forced to resign or indicted, is what I think. And I think the days of Minneapolis, St. Paul running the rest of the fucking state is going to be over. I'm hoping. But there is, I don't know, $1 billion that's already gone to Somalia. We're never getting that back. We're never getting that. Are they going to give enough time to hide other? Yeah, probably. They're going to have to. They're going to have to hide it. But we'll see. Yes, dear.
Yeah.
What's that?
You locked me out.
I did. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were gone, actually.
It's Monday night bowling.
All right. I locked my wife out of the house. Well, it ain't the first time I've done that. I've been locked out before, too, so yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is there. I don't pretend to know. I just, I don't know. I'm like, what was the Steven Seagal movie that had Tommy Lee Jones in, where they hijacked a warship that had nukes on, and they were going to offload the nukes to the submarine and steal them? I can't remember the name of the movie, but yeah, Steven Seagal is supposed to be a ex-Navy SEAL and all that bullshit. Um, and the one phrase that Tommy Lee Jones, remember the fight scene in the control room between the two? Um, Tommy Lee Jones made a comment that always stuck with me. He said, "That's the difference between you and me. You have hope. I don't." So 3 minutes, you're going to turn into a pumpkin fervid, and then you're going to turn orange. All right, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping. Chat. Night night. Block's a night owl. He's going to stay for as long as I'd like, but I'm not. We're already at 2 hours, so I think we talked about a whole bunch of shit. So you guys take it easy. We will see you later. And I don't know what else. I think that's it. What's up, man? See you later. Oh no. When